Hi, my name is Mike Lewis. I am a part-time trader based in the UK, and I struggled to become a consistently profitable trader for a number of years. And I'll tell you shortly how I solved this problem and hopefully will help you solve it too. As traders, we go through quite a transformation um, when we find out about trading and we learn the mechanics of it, and then we learn the psychology of it. And we all struggle with perhaps raising the money to trade with, to become disciplined enough to become a good trader, to find enough time to trade properly, especially if we have other jobs, and to use the right strategy. And like I say, I struggled for some time with all of these elements. I'm pretty certain that most traders would also go through similar struggles. Most profitable traders now are trading a strategy, mostly automated, although not always. Most non-profitable traders are trading in a discretionary fashion. They will sometimes use a strategy, though not consistently. They will often think their strategy is profitable, but if they were to really back test it properly, they would find out almost inevitably that in the long term it's not a profitable system. I'll tell you a little bit about the solution that I arrived at in a moment, but I struggled for at least 3 or 4 years to become a profitable day trader. I was a profitable longer term trader before that with a very simple trend following strategy that I had my friend code and I used TradeStation. But day trading is a different level. It's obviously much more competitive. It's a faster market, smaller margins in terms of profitability, and you really do need something that stands above the crowd to be a long-term profitable trader. I trade using several strategies on one instrument, the E-mini, the most liquid futures market in the US. Very popular trading instrument with a lot of traders, particularly day traders. And the solution for me personally, and I'm sure this will help you, was to use several strategies developed by a very talented trader who designs and tests his own systems. So this gentleman is called Bob Pardo, who is very experienced trader, ran several hedge funds in the past, has worked with very large companies to design their trading systems. He has written a trading classic called The Evaluation and Optimization of Trading Strategies, and there was a second edition, I think, in the late 90s, well worth reading. He designed an exceptional trading system called XT99, which has had consistently excellent returns when it was traded with done capital management. And you can see on the graph on the screen there how Bob's trading system compared with other traders at the time. So this is what used to happen with the systems that I designed. The back test looked great. As soon as you placed it and started trading live, this is what happened. And who's to know whether this is just a drawdown or whether this was the reality of the situation. So Bob's approach is very different. So Bob's process produces examples like this. And you can see that the equity growth continues when you're trading it live. So you can see on the graph there, these are real results from Bob's strategies. And Bob's design process is pretty exhaustive. He obviously uses knowledge that he's gained through many years of trading, puts them into his strategies, then back tests them. He will only use strategies that pass certain robustness tests and criteria. He will then further hone those systems down to only the few that are robust and durable enough to cope with the ongoing market conditions. So this is a screenshot of one of Bob's trading strategies. You can't see it on the graph, but this is a counter trend system. It's on the E-mini. Each bar is a 60-minute bar. And you can see here some examples of the trades placed. This is on TradeStation. So obviously, first trade is a losing short trade. Second is a losing short. And then the third was a long trade that I'm recording this on the 17th of November. And you can see this is just yesterday. This market. So this is an open long trade here. This is a similar screenshot from the neutral trend. I'll explain the strategies in a second. So we looked at one counter trend, one neutral trend, and you can see here these are real trades that were placed just a few days ago. And I'll take you through the strategy performance reports in a moment. And then this is the with trend strategy. And you can see on the first red box there that there's a large profit on the long trade just a few days ago, and the second long trade is still open. So we're looking at the performance summary on TradeStation of the counter trend strategy. So there are three strategies: a counter trend, a neutral trend, and a with trend. And we trade all three strategies on the same market, the E-mini. So this is the counter trend. This is how this fared. A profit, overall net profit of 94,462. Profit factor 2.53. This is the performance summary for the neutral trend. You can see a net profit 115,510. Profit factor 1.37. And lastly, the performance summary for the with trend strategy, $185,075 profit factor 2.06. And then the individual equity graphs, equity curve, you can see this is from 2017 to the present, well, yesterday. And you can see the equity curve nicely upward and to the right there. Here's the equity curve for the neutral trend strategy. This goes back a little bit further, 2013 to yesterday. And then this is the with trend equity curve. Now this obviously dates back to 2007, a bit longer, up to the present moment. And you can see just in the last year or 2 years how the growth of the equity curve has been almost exponential there. So that's how the individual strategies have performed. Now we've put them all together and we've tested it on a portfolio assessment tool. This is the equity curve since the system, these strategies were released in September of 2019. Okay, so all the results since September 19 have been live results in the market. And we can see here, starting off with an account, I think this started off at about 75, and we can see now it's well over 250 there. So this is how the three strategies on one instrument, the E-mini, since these systems have gone live, have performed. If you started off with $75,000 here, automated this system, which I'll tell you about very shortly, very easy to do. This is how these three strategies have performed, and these are live results. Okay, so we put these three strategies through a portfolio analyzer. We set it at starting at $125,000 because there were three of the strategies, and you can see the ones here. So counter trend, neutral trend, with trend. You can see the slippage that we put in, and we put in the commissions and the margin. This was the performance summary. You can see the trading period there from September 2019 to just a couple of days ago. So the total net profit on this portfolio, on this analyzer, was 180,662. And then the gross profit and gross loss are there. The maximum drawdown was just over $24,000. I'll show you that in a second. That wasn't at the beginning, that was a bit later on when the equity had grown. Okay, here we have the daily equity. You can see from when the portfolio started, 125. This is the daily equity growth. The 24,000 drawdown is this area from here. Hope you can see my cursor. That was the drawdown. Okay, so on the graph it looks insignificant, but obviously every drawdown raises questions in your mind, mostly, not with the strategy. Here we can see a similar graph just based on the total net profit, and you can see that this was the 24,000 drawdown. It looks very small compared to the whole equity growth. So you can see that Bob's unique design of not only each trading strategy, but combining those three strategies that enter and exit the market in different conditions. You know, one is a counter trend strategy, one is a neutral trend, so it'll trade when the market is going sideways, and the other is a with trend strategy, so trading when the market is moving up or down in a consistently trending manner. And the top one, the counter trend, obviously is against the prevailing trend. All three systems, strategies on their own are profitable. When you combine them, you get the added benefit of the diversification that you can usually only get from a portfolio approach, trading many different instruments, but these are all concentrated on the ES. So you get the best of every situation. They're all profitable individually, but as a combination, they will be profitable probably no matter what the market does. Obviously, I can't guarantee total success in every sphere, in every market condition, but they're designed to be profitable in most market conditions. Just very quickly, this is a graph that shows the contribution of each system to the max drawdown. So we can see on the left here we've got the counter trend strategy, contributed almost 50% to the maximum drawdowns. The neutral trend contributed just over 50%. The with trend, because of the market conditions in the past couple of years, contributed absolutely nothing to the max drawdowns. Remember, the market's been particularly trending upwards since the systems have gone live in September 19. I hope I've outlined how profitable these three strategies are when traded together. I personally trade these three systems, and we have a mechanism that they are all automated. We use a company called Striker to automate the trades. I personally have to do nothing apart from watch it on TradeStation. It's set up on my TradeStation so I can watch each of the strategies individually and their different trades, and knowing full well that Striker will automatically place and close out those trades. I don't physically have to place any manual trades, and this can all be automated for you. So what Bob and myself are offering is a very profitable system in one of the market's most liquid instruments. Has proved to be very profitable since its release in September 19. We've seen a 311% gain using these strategies. It's all automated. Bob has designed three systems that have taken all of the hard work and all of the very difficult system design and put it into three strategies that you can start trading straight away. Well, I think that's everything that I can tell you about the system. If you want to know anything further, if you're interested in trading this system, then I would urge you to contact me. My details are on the screen. Anytime we can set up a call. On the call, we can go through exactly what you need as a trader. We can help you become consistently profitable, and we can put in place something that will really compound your wealth over time. Thank you very much for listening to this video.